Good rising. Grand rising. Hello, my beautiful people. I hope that everyone had a great weekend. I hope everyone slept well. And I am wishing you guys a happy Monday and super duper productive week. So even if your Monday has started up on the wrong foot, if your Monday has, or if your Monday takes a turn at any time during this day, I'm just wishing you positivity, happy vibes. I am hoping that you guys are able to be mindful enough to not let anything that can be changed in that moment bother you for any longer than 17 seconds. Hey boo, I saw your text. I'm gonna text you back in just a second. I wanted to get on this morning because I'm going to post some videos, and they're about basically like how critical we are of ourselves. This weekend was an amazing weekend for me. Actually, honestly, like the last couple of weeks have been like so good for me. Like I have been just really doing a lot of self-discovery. I have really been able to kind of like really tap into myself and really start to see things in oh my gosh, like I've been seeing things in a different perspective for such a long time, but now like seeing it in this perspective and just being in this different dimension, I feel like is like, oh my God. But said that to say, like, this weekend I was at an event, the Intention Tour with my beautiful, lovely friend Nina. It was such a beautiful event, and one of the icebreakers was for the other person, like you get in a group and someone else tells you about yourself before you even like say anything. So the young lady, never spoke to her a day in my life before. She says one of the questions was, what is your biggest fear? And she said that my biggest fear is that I worry if people think I know what I'm talking about, or like if they believe what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And I thought that was so crazy, because it's like I have been, not now, but I have been guilty of the reason why I never like went out on the edge or took that risk or whatever is because I worried about how other people thought of me, but based upon negative projections that people have said to me, right? And so I had watched this. So I was in cosmetology school, and we did these every Thursday. We would do like some sort of video, and it would get you to like look at yourself in a different light, and that type of thing. And I will never forget these Dove commercials. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen them, but I'm gonna post them today. But there are some Dove commercials that talk about like, there were people in one person, they were talking to each other, and there was a sketch artist there, and the sketch artist gave the person, like myself, the opportunity to tell them what I look like. And I would describe myself the way that I would describe myself, right? And then you got the perception of someone else to describe you, and you put the pictures together and you see how like we are so hard on ourselves. And like we want to just make sure that we understand that we project so much negativity on ourselves, and we don't even ever like, we never hold on, I have to block this person because I don't know who the hell that is. Okay, sorry. That's crazy. All right, sorry about that. So obviously people will come on and try to like troll. That's crazy. Okay, I'm worth trolling now. Cool. Anyway, so what I was saying was the the videos were two different sketch, the one that you said and the one that someone else said, right? And it just like, you see how these people see you and you're like, oh my God, like you don't even realize sometimes how you make yourself look. And it's so crazy because the guy was able to do the sketch. He's a actual sketch artist for, the government, and so it's like his skills are very well. And when you projected yourself, and he never saw the people, but when they projected themselves, the picture in which that they had, he had drawn, it looks nothing like them. But the person who described you, it looks identical or almost identical to what you really are. And it's so crazy to me that we do that to ourselves. Like it's like people say things to us, or people have said things to us, and we literally live those things. We literally allow for those people's thoughts to be what we think. Like, I tell people this all the time. When I was coming up, I wasn't like, they would say I was fat, or I was white, or I was, a wetback because my dad's Puerto Rican, or I'm white because I talk white and I live in the suburbs, and like I'm fat because I'm heavier, whatever the case may be. And it was just I wore glasses, so I'm a nerd, I got braces, all of these things. And so when society portrays someone with glasses and braces or whatever, they're this dorky ass person or whatever. And so you get that projection. When someone says that someone is fat or heavyset or whatever, you get this nasty, sloppy view in your eyes. You know what I mean? When you hear white or ghetto or whatever, any of those type of things, you get the picture of the worst thing that it could be, because that's what's portrayed in society. That's how it looks to us. And so all of my life, I've had to deal with certain type of projections for other people. And I never really, like, when I came to Atlanta, I felt more free. In Atlanta, I felt more at peace because people actually were like, you're so pretty, and you're so this, and you're so that. And like, they actually were like complimenting me. And it wasn't like a compliment because they were just wanting to be on my coattail, but just like being nice. You know what I mean? And so I think that sometimes when you come from a society of, and mind you, in everyone's location, there's gonna be those things. So people who live in Georgia, women who live in Georgia may feel inadequate too, based upon how people in this area look at people. You know what I mean? And so it's like everywhere we are, we're being judged in different ways, or everywhere we are, people are dealing with different things, but it's all based upon the projections of other people. So that I said all that to say that. And I'm noticing, like, when you become your truest self, or when you really stand in your truest form, you become this thing, right? And you have to start to, at this point, you have to start to weed out the things that are for you and the things that are not for you. You know that you're an amazing person already. Like, everybody is amazing in their own way. So regardless of your financial, your economic stance, regardless of what you look like physically, regardless of what kind of job you carry, regardless of whatever, at your certain point where you are now, you are your best form of yourself. Because you've come through so many different things, right? You have, you've had the tools and you've been resilient through all these different things. You have to take the time to stop and congratulate yourself for that. You have to take the time to stop and say, you know what? Shit, okay, I may not be at Z yet, but I'm not at A. I'm at F. And between A and F, that's one hell of a progress. You know what I mean? Like, I've done a lot between A and F that has gotten me to this point. Now, what am I going to do to go from F forward? It's like, we got to stop looking at all the negative things from the past and using our past as the stairway, is what I'm seeing right now, as the stairway to the next level. The past is all the stuff that you've overcome. The past is all the things that you have gotten over. The past is like, you can go up and down the stairs now. You know what I mean? If I gotta go back here to get a reminder to see, oh, okay, I'm good in this area, I can go back up. Okay, figuratively speaking, let's look at it like that. Because that's a good ass analogy, because now I see it even better for myself. But it's like when we allow ourselves to use the past as the stepping stones moving forward versus the crutch as to why we're not moving forward, then we'll move forward differently. But it starts with taking a look at yourself and seeing yourself in a different light. You got to look at yourself in the best light that you can. You have to sit back and say, you know what? I am, for me, I am a good mom. You know what I mean? I am a good businesswoman. I am a good friend. You know what I mean? Even though I've lost friends throughout this journey, I've been a good friend to those people that I lost. So even if it's a loss right now, it could be a temporary loss. It could be a loss until something else shifts for them or for me, and then we meet again. It's never a situation. You don't lose anything that's for you. You don't lose anything that's for you. If it wasn't for you and it was just temporary, what they say, reasons and seasons, or y'all know what I'm talking about. There's different levels to people being in your life. Sometimes there's a reason that's momentarily that you need to get a real quick lesson. Boom. Okay, that was cool. Or maybe it's a longer lesson. Maybe it's a longer season. Maybe it's a longer, duration of time that you need to go through this and get yourself in a different space. Okay, but then you also get the chance to get to that forever thing. You get to that forever happiness, that forever, flow of money, that forever, whatever it is that you want. You know what I mean? And when you get to that place, it's like, it's amazing. It feels so good to just be in a place where you're not worried about what people think. Like, one thing that I thought was super duper powerful from yesterday's event was that they were like, if you worried about what people are going to think, do it. Like, if you've got an idea and you think something and you're like, oh, but people are going to, no, do that shit. Go with it. Like, don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Do it. Go. Like, if you have an idea that is so mind-blowing to yourself that you think that people are going to question or second guess or whatever the case may be, go with it. Because that's your ego saying, no, stay in this place. Don't excel. Don't go any further. Stop right there. No, that's that fear of, well, if I get this, if I level up to this level and I start making this much money, then they really gonna be mad at me. Let them be mad. People have access to the same tools. People can use you as the tool. People have the opportunity to use you as the tool. And if they're not doing that, then that has nothing to do with you at all. If you're the light in your family right now and you're doing all of the things, you're stepping out on a limb and you are, taking chances, taking risks and all of that other type of stuff. If you're the only person doing that in your family and your family talking about you, keep doing it. Because they're scared. They didn't have the opportunity to do that. And instead of looking to you as an example of what you should be doing, they're looking at it and they're in that competitive mode. I'm noticing, of course, we would start pausing right now, right? It just started raining, so maybe that's the reason for the pause, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay. So what I was saying was, what was I saying? Oh, a lot of times there's a lot of competition within the family, more importantly, and that's where we get that competitive energy from. We get that competitive energy because even though we might not be competing with our cousins because we love them, our mothers and fathers are competing with their brothers and sisters or cousins or something to that extent. And so we've seen that as the defense mechanism. We've used that as a defense mechanism to living life. We've used that as a defense mechanism to getting ahead. We're competitors instead of working together. That's in our community. That's in the Black community. But in these other communities, what are they doing? They're working together. They're not competing with one another. My stepdad and his brother both have a landscaping business. Why? Why do y'all both have landscaping businesses? Why aren't y'all working together and cultivating a big ass franchise? Y'all competing with one another? Why? If your landscaping company does this type of formal landscaping where it's just, you know, cutting the grass and that type of thing, but then this landscaping company does your cobblestones and your decks and all of this shit, why y'all not coming together and creating a bigger pot? I got into a car accident. I called the attorney. The attorney said, I'm gonna call my doctor friend. Stein, last name. What the fuck? Oh, he doesn't have a location in this area, but he's gonna get you over to Rothenburg. Tell me the commonality. Let's get the commonality. We have to stop with this. We got to stop with this competitive ass energy. We cannot continue to keep doing this. There are so many amazing people that do the same thing where we can collectively do something. I am so thankful for my Sacred Woman groups because now I'm connected to New York. Now I'm connected to California. Now I'm connected to Texas, Virginia, Tennessee. Like, I'm connected in more ways. I'm glad I went to this event yesterday. Now there's a yoga instructor in Tennessee that needs business that I can direct people to, because this is something that everybody, we should be, I don't need all the money. I don't need all the credit for everything. I just want it to be able to be accessible to people that I love. I want my friends and family to be able to learn yoga or to get some sort of therapy or life coaching, or get a yoni steam, or have the experience of getting a facial, or, you know what I mean, just like being able to have groups of women that they can have groups of women that they can be sisters with. Like, come the fuck on. I think that it's just so crazy that we've embraced this competitive spirit and this competitive energy, and now it's time to break that hold. And I think that once you become more confident, which brings me back to the whole reason why I made this video, when you step into that full confidence of yourself, you're able to be your best self, and you don't see anybody as competition. Everybody is a sister, everybody is a brother, everybody, we all trying to eat. I'm like, yo, if I'm not eating the way I want to eat and I can help somebody eat over here, I know that I will reap the rewards of that as well, even if I still got to do work behind it. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I'm okay with having to do whatever work I have to do to get me where I need to be, but at the same time, I want to help out my brothers and sisters. I'm so happy to be able to be a point of contact for women who are not pregnant, who are not in relationships, you know what I mean? Like, who want to heal themselves before they get married, before they have children, before they get into relationships, before they do all of these other things. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful to God that I'm able to be this person, and I'm able to this point of contact with people. Like, I'm so thankful for that, because it shows, like, wow, this thing can change from the beginning. It can change from before it even happens, before we create another generation of whatever it is. Now we can create a generation in love. Now we can create a generation that is in unity. Now we can create a generation that is wealthy. That's how you live eternally. Eternal life. It continues to go. It doesn't stop. You're Beyonce. My grandkids are already on the Forbes list. I did not like Beyonce before the Carter's album. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I liked her music, but as a person, I was like, she's kind of phony to me. But that's that Virgo. That's that Virgo keeping up that persona of, this is who I am. I'm so posh. I'm so da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, that's that Virgo energy. That Virgo energy is everything so well put together. You don't know, I can sneeze glitter, all of that shit. That's that Virgo. But when the Virgo starts to develop, and the Virgo starts to be transparent, and the Virgo starts to come into themselves, and really, that Virgo, you be like, yes, Virgo, I fuck with you. All of my best friends, like all of my very close friends, are Virgos, but it's like I know the Virgo behind the scenes, right? And so it's like, that is what I appreciate, and that is why I can withstand that friendship, because it's like, I know your true self, and I love that about you, and it is going to take for you to become your truest self to be able to sneezing, but yeah, your true self to kind of like come about. And that's when people start to really appreciate you. When you level up into your truest form, when you really start to act in from a true place, you become, you know, this thing that is like, wow. So now we're seeing all the layers of Beyonce. Now we're seeing all of the things that she, you know, has done, all the hard work, all of the, you know, I've had my days where I felt like this, that all the I was inadequates and all of that shit that she hid from us. We're starting to see that transparency, and for me, I'm loving her more, because with her transparency, she's also giving a positive message when it comes to certain things. Resilience, being able to communicate through your problems, you know what I mean? Using the past as a stepping stone. We got past that, because look at where we are now. It's feeling like the best year ever. You know what I mean? Like, you creating all of these amazing moments because you're coming into your truest form, and you're being transparent, and you're just, you know what I mean, you're being your true self, and you're allowing people to see you be your true self. You know what I mean? I can only imagine how I don't think that I would want to ever have the popularity of Beyonce, because I wouldn't want people in my business like that. But for her to have the platform that she has, and for her to keep her shit so very well together, so where there's not all of this, that's hard. I got 4,000 fucking followers, and I'm still trying to, I got to make sure that I'm balancing everything out, and I see how hard it is. And it's not even that I'm putting on the act, but I'm saying, okay, if people are looking at me, what do I need to be doing different? How do I need to be living my life differently? What can I do to be better so that I can help other people be better, right? Like, we got to kind of be able to be in these higher places and know that we're untouchable. And it's that confidence, it's that knowing that like, I had to look through some pictures and say, damn, I am a good mom. Why did it take for me to look through pictures to have that realization? Because there's so much pressure in the world. Because the world says if your child is 16, they need to have on the latest everything. They have to go to prom in the, you know, Rolls Royce and all of this other type of shit. That's what society is saying. And I'm like, well, no. Do she deserve it? Do he deserve it? Because if they deserve it, by all means. But I'm not gonna put myself in a position to where I am struggling to appease other people, to appease the people around me. No. We gotta learn to just live our own authentic lives, whatever is happy for us. I love seeing so many people living in their authentic lives, and you'll notice the people that are really living an authentic life, because they're able to, you don't see just one side of things with them, right? You get to see, if they're a business person, you get to see that they're in their business. You get to see that they're with their children. You get to see that they're, you know, exploring, and you get to see their growth. You get to see the things that are happening for them that are, you know, you get to experience that with them. And then they're also pouring into you as to how you can also get to that level, and how you can get to that point, and what you can do, and not even charging you for it, not even putting any pressure, just by being an example. Be an example. Lead by example. Shit, y'all want to see everything I'm doing? No problem. I'll post everything that I'm doing. I'll create a blog. I'll have more conversations. If that's what it takes for people to open up and to feel more comfortable in their situations. Because nobody's situation is perfect. Everybody, growing and healing is a continual progress. You will grow and heal until the day that you leave this earth. And then you're going to have to come back and heal some more. Girl, y'all gotta give thanks for that too. Just give thanks for that too. Give thanks for continuation, reincarnation. Thank you for another chance. Thank you for another opportunity. Be always be in gratitude for everything. Thank you for this rain. This rain has been needed. It's been hot as hell. I needed some sort of moisture in the air. Thank you for this rain. Rain is cleansing. It's time to cleanse. It's time to purify. And then it paused, but I just had a thought. In purification, it keep pausing, but I had a thought, and it was when I said rain purifies. In purification, purify yourself. You know what I mean? Like, pure. Be your purest form. Be your authentic form. And even as it keep pausing. But even as I said the word, it keep pausing. I don't know if it's pausing for y'all, but it keep pausing on my. But when I said pure, a white flashed in front of me. So when you think of white, and it's funny because when we were doing the sound meditation yesterday, a lot of people saw white in their meditative state, and that's that purification, that's that, you know, cleansing, that's that, you know, fresh, clean, you know what I mean? That's that, your purest form. Be that for people. Be that for yourself. Shit. If you don't do it for anyone else, do it for yourself. I'm about to go into an appointment, so I'm glad that I had the time to be able to have this live with y'all. I love y'all so much. I really do appreciate each and every last one of you, and let's just keep going to the top. Let's just keep leveling up, y'all. Okay, I am here for y'all. I'm gonna be doing these videos and post on the YouTube and all type of shit, because I mean, I guess I just have to do this, right? But I really do. I can't wait. I'm so excited because I see so many of y'all on here, and I can't wait to connect with a lot of you guys, to just really just to spread this love. So peace and love, that's what I'm all about. I hope that everybody has a good day and a productive week. I will see y'all soon. Love you.